Hello students, how are you? Good afternoon all of you. In continuation with our last lecture, आज हम लोग कैनेडियन लिटरेचर को फिनिश कर देंगे। जो हमारे समझ से जो ऑथर्स बचे हुए हैं तीन चार, मैं उनको आज कवर करके टुडे वी विल क्लोज विद द कैनेडियन लिटरेचर। सो माय नेक्स्ट ऑथर which I am supposed to teach you is Pierre Berton, Pierre Berton. Should I write it down? Pierre Berton. He was born in 1920 and a well-known, accomplished storyteller. He was a prolific and popular writer, author of Canada, who wrote most usually on popular culture, Canadian history, anthologies, children's books, and even historical works for youth. He was a founder of the Writers' Trust of Canada, and as far as the works of Pierre Berton is concerned, there is a children's novel written by him. The name of that children's novel is The Secret World of Og. The Secret World of Og. This is a children's novel by Pierre Berton, which was illustrated by his daughter Patsy, Patsy, which was published in 1961, and it was one of his 47 books which he has written, and one of his personal favorite books too. The only reason is the partly reason is that the characters of this novel were inspired by his own children, and this book brought the author a lot of fan following, and lot of letters used to come to him from a lot of children across Canada. And in this fantasy adventure, four children, एक का नाम था Penny, who was the leader, Pamela, who was her common sense sister, Peter, whose life ambition is to become a garbage man, and Patsy, who collects frogs in her pocket. And all these four characters, they set out in search of their baby brother, Paul. And this Paul, who is better known as the Pollywog, who has vanished mysteriously from their playhouse. Okay, so this is the storyline of The Secret World of Og. आपको बहुत काम आएगा आगे चल करके ये स्टोरी लाइन और ये डिटेल्स. मैं आपको फिर बताऊं ये कैसे काम आता है. डायरेक्ट काम आए ना आए, सपोज करिए ये ऑथर का नाम है, ये वर्क का नाम है, ये ऑप्शन में लिखा है, आपकी नजर पड़ी, आपने कहा अरे ये तो हमें पता है, ये तो पियरे बर्टन का है, तो ये ऑप्शन नहीं होगा अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वेश्चन. तो एक ऑप्शन कट गया, बचे तीन ऑप्शन. इस तरीके से ऑप्शंस को काटने में हमें आराम मिलता है अकॉर्डिंग टू द knowledge level which you gather with the net eccentric uh, canvas. The next book which I'm going to tell you is The Great Depression. The Great Depression. बड़ी फेमस बुक रही है ये, and this book is a scalding indictment of the political leaders of the time, the police, the law, and of big business. And the period of time between the stock market crash of 1929 and the outbreak of war in 1939 had a terrible impact on the lives of all the Canadians. Clear? So, the book, The Great Depression, chronicles through personal account and historical records the events of the decade and the impact these events had on Canada and Canadian culture. Okay, then the next book is The Last Good Year. The Last Good Year. This book describes the events of 1967 in Canada, and many topics covered in this, they include the Expo of 1967, which is the World's Fair held in Montreal, and the rising popularity of the future Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau, who was at the time was serving as a Minister of Justice. And the book also touches on the themes that signify the transition Western society was undergoing, such as the birth of the hippie movement, HIPPIE, the women's liberation movement, and the prevalence of the drug culture among the youth. ये सारी चीजें ट्रांजिशन में आ रही थी, सामने देखने को मिल रही थी. Clear? And this 1961 book is written in prose style with distinctly sentimental overtones, जैसा कि ओरिजिनल टाइटल सजेस्ट करता है, द लास्ट गुड ईयर. सो ये कुछ सिलेक्टेड वर्क्स मैंने आपको बताया, दो द ऑथर इज नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट in spite of that I have given you some important works of Pierre Breton, क्योंकि वो कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. Now we move on to the next author. The name of the author is there anybody who can tell me the full name of RD? शायद मैंने आपको बताया भी हो. रॉबर्टसन डेवीज. Robert Son Davies. He was born in 1913, Ontario. A great Canadian novelist, a dramatist, critic, journalist, and a professor also. One of the best known and popular authors of Canada, and yes, one of the most distinguished men of letters. And he used his experiences, a lot of experiences in his novel, The Cunning Man. The Cunning Man. And he left Canada to study at the Balliol College, Oxford, where he got published his thesis known as Shakespeare's Boy Actors, and embarked on his acting career outside London. Robertson Davies' early life provided him with themes, with a lot of materials to which he would often return in his later works, including the theme of Canadians returning to England to finish their education and even the theatre. एक नॉवेल है इसकी जो शायद मैंने आपको बताई है क्या, रॉबर्टसन डेविस की कुछ याद करिए, मैंने आपको ये रॉबर्टसन डेविस कभी पहले किसी क्रैश में पढ़ाया है जिसमें मैंने आपको बताया होगा वो टेम्पेस्ट टॉस्ट, ये मैंने आपको शायद बताया हुआ है रॉबर्टसन डेविस, याद आया आपको? रॉबर्टसन डेविस याद करिए। आई हैव गिवन यू ऑल द डिटेल्स ऑफ, मुझे ध्यान नहीं था तो मैंने इसको आई थिंक आई हैव टॉट यू, जैसे मुझे याद आया टेम्पेस्ट टॉस, तो मुझे याद आया कि मैंने आपको 3 ट्रायलॉजी बताई है, और मुझे अभी तक देखिए मैसेज में किसी ने नहीं बताया कि सर वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन। याद करिए मैंने आपको 3 ट्रायलॉजी बताया था, द सैल्टरटन ट्रायलॉजी, द डेप्टफोर्ड ट्रायलॉजी एंड द क्रॉनिश ट्रायलॉजी। डू यू रिमेंबर? यस 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 यस। सो हमारे दिमाग से उतर गया और मैंने फिर से शुरू किया। मुझे जैसे ही टेम्पेस्ट टॉस याद आया मैंने कहा ये तो पढ़ा चुका हूं मैं, तो एक बार मैं आपको सिर्फ जो मुझे याद आ रहा है मैं आपको बता दूं। Yes, yes, yes. The Salton trilogy consists of The Tempest Tossed, Living of Malice, A Mixture of Realities. Then the Depth trilogy में आता है Fifth Business, The Manticore and World of Wonders. Then Cornish trilogy में आता है The Rebel Angels, Where Bread in the Bone and The Lyre of Orpheus. करेक्ट। तो ये मैंने आपको बताया हुआ है, याद आया आपको? मुझे याद आ गया। रॉबर्टसन डेविस, यस। नेक्स्ट वुड बी, आर से ही नाम है इसीलिए मैं कंफ्यूज कर गया। ये क्या नाम होगा बताइए? Rohinton Mistry. He was born in 1952 in Mumbai, and he is an Indian-born Canadian writer in English. He is of Indian origin, from Mumbai, belongs to a Parsi community, and he was from Xavier's College, Mumbai. He immigrated to Canada in 1975, settled in Toronto, where he studied in the University of Toronto and studied graduation with philosophy and English. कुछ दिनों के लिए उसने बैंक में काम किया before again coming back to studies and going for again English and philosophy. He won many prizes also. and he got literary prizes for stories which were published in the two literary journals. एक का नाम है हार्ट हाउस रिव्यू, HART, हार्ट हाउस रिव्यू, और एक का नाम है कैनेडियन फिक्शन मैगजीन. इन दोनों में इसकी स्टोरीज छपी थी जिसमें उसको प्राइज भी मिला. एंड हिज book portrays diverse facets of Indian socio-economic life. एक बुक है जिसका नाम है Swimming Lessons and Other Stories. This book consists of 11 short stories, all set within one apartment complex in modern day Mumbai. And this volume contains the anthologized story जिसका नाम है Swimming Lessons. सो स्विमिंग लेसन्स करके कभी कोई चीज आए तो आप ध्यान रखिएगा ये रोहिंटन मिस्त्री की होगी. देन देयर इज अ नॉवेल नोन एज सच अ लॉन्ग जर्नी. सच अ लॉन्ग जर्नी is a novel by Rohinton Mistry, which was shortlisted for the Booker Prize and many other awards too. This novel, Such a Long Journey, takes place in Mumbai, and the novel's protagonist is a hard-working bank clerk जिसका नाम है Gustad Noble, Gustad Noble. He is a member of the Parsi community and a devoted family man who struggles to keep his wife Dilnawaz and 3 children out of poverty. But his family begins to fall apart as his eldest son Sohrab refuses to attend the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology to which he has gained admittance, and his youngest daughter Roshan falls ill. And there are other conflicts within the novel which involves Gustav's ongoing interactions with his eccentric neighbors and his relationship with his close friend and co-worker Dinshwaji. So ये कहानी है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है लेकिन थोड़ा सा आप जानते रहेंगे तो अच्छा है. This novel not only follows Gustav's life but also India's political turmoil under the leadership of Indira Gandhi. The next novel which I would like to tell you is A Fine Balance. लिख लीजिए A Fine Balance. Just coming in 30 seconds. A Fine Balance. अ फाइन बैलेंस जो है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नॉवेल है स्टूडेंट्स, जो मुझे ऐसा याद आ रहा है कि ये मैंने नेट के पेपर में देखा है या कहीं किसी हाई लेवल एग्जाम में इसको मैंने देखा है। मैं अपने क्लास में भी इसको पढ़ाता हूं कि फाइन बैलेंस इज रिटन बाय रोहिंटन मिस्त्री, इतना ही पढ़ाता हूं, उससे ज्यादा नहीं। लेकिन अब मैं आपको यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डिटेल भी बता रहा हूं क्योंकि आप हमारे डायरेक्ट क्लास में नहीं है, तो यू शुड नो द डिटेल समथिंग अराउंड दैट। सी, ये जो फाइन बैलेंस है ये रोहिंटन मिस्त्री की सेकेंड नॉवेल है, एंड दिस नॉवेल इज सेट इन मुंबई ड्यूरिंग द टर्मोइल ऑफ द इमरजेंसी। और इमरजेंसी कब आई थी? 1975। A period of expanded government power and crackdowns on the civil liberties. And this novel first published in 1995. And the book concerns four characters from various different backgrounds. एक का नाम था दीना दलाल, ईश्वर दर्जी, उसका एक भतीजा था ओम प्रकाश दर्जी, एंड अ यंग स्टूडेंट मैनाक कोहला। ये चारों दे कम टुगेदर एंड डेवलप अ बॉन्ड, and the book exposes the changes in the Indian society from independence in 1947 to the emergency called by the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. And Rohinton Mistry is generally critical of the Gandhi in the book. Gandhi, however, is never referred to by name by any of the characters, and is instead called simply the Prime Minister. The characters, who are from the different diverse backgrounds, are brought together by the economic forces changing India. And this book won the Giller Prize, shortlisted for the Booker Prize 1996. And it was one of the two Canadian books selected for Ofraha's Book Club, OPRAH, Ofraha's Book Club. इसको जरा सी नोट कर लीजिए स्टूडेंट्स, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये फाइन। Next is, write it down, family matters. Yes, family matters. Family matters जो है, it is a third novel. It is a third novel by Rohinton Mistry, and this was published in 2002. This novel is again set in the city of Mumbai, which tells the story of a middle class Parsi family living through a domestic crisis. And the story goes like that: a 79-year-old Parkinson stricken Nari man, he is suffering from the disease Parkinson, Nariman, you can say, who is the decaying patriarch and a widower with a small discordant family consisting of his two middle-aged stepchildren, Kumi and Jal, Coomy and Jal, Jal. And when Nariman's sickness is compounded by a broken ankle, Kumi's harshness reaches its summit. She plots to turn his round the clock care over to Roxana, her sweet tempered sister and Nariman's real daughter, where the problem starts. Roxana, who lives a contented life with Yezad and her two children in a small flat at some villa, takes up the care of Nariman like a dutiful daughter, but the inclusion of a new member in an already stuffed house, but the inclusion of a new member in the already stuffed house soon becomes evidently painful, both physically as well as emotionally for the Roxana family. इससे ज्यादा की जरूरत स्टूडेंट्स आपको नहीं है। क्लियर? तो मैंने आपको देखिए तीनों बता दिया। रोहिंटन मिस्त्री के तीन अच्छे नॉवेल्स हैं, सच अ लॉन्ग जर्नी, अ फाइन बैलेंस एंड फैमिली मैटर्स। क्लियर? So just I'll take a 1 minute break and I'll start with the next is Saul Bellow. Saul Bellow. Just note it down. Saul Bellow. Saul Bellow, I am 100% sure you must have heard the name, a big name. Born in 1915, a Canadian born American writer. Canadian born. His writing basically exhibited the blending, the mixture of rich picaresque novel and a fine analysis of the culture, the tragic episodes of life. And Saul Bellow was awarded the Pulitzer Prize, even the Nobel Prize for Literature, and other awards too. He is the only writer to win the National Book Award for fiction three times. Three times. and his best known works include, अब यहां से ध्यान रखिएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट वर्क है ये, द एडवेंचर्स ऑफ ऑगी मार्च, ये आ चुका है, ये आई ही है, द एडवेंचर्स ऑफ ऑगी मार्च, हरजॉग, मिस्टर सैमलर्स प्लैनेट, और भी दो तीन है, दीज आर द मेन। अभी मैं आपको और बताता हूं डिटेल इसका। एक नॉवेल है डैंगलिंग मैन। डैंगलिंग मैन जो है, इट इज अ 1944 novel by Saul Bellow, and it is his first published work which is written in a diary format, and the story centers on the life of an unemployed young man जिसका नाम है जोसेफ, and his relationships with his wife and friends and his frustrations with life. ये कहानी है। And living in Chicago, the diary acts as a philosophical confessional for his musings, which ends with his entrance into the army during the World War II, and a hope that the regimentation of army life will relieve his suffering, along with Saul Bellow's second novel का नाम है The Victim. It is considered his apprentice work. Seize the Day. It is considered one of the great works of the 20th century literature, and it is Saul Bellow's fourth novel, written in the 1950s. And the story of Seize the Day centers around a day in the life of Wilhelm Alder. Wilhelm, Wilhelm, Wilhelm Alder, who is a failed actor in his 40s. He is unemployed, separated from his wife, who refuses to agree to a divorce, and estranged from his children and his father. He is also stuck with the same immaturity and the lack of insight which has brought him to failure. And in this novel, the protagonist experiences a day of reckoning as he is forced to examine his life and to finally accept the burden of self. ये कहानी है। अब हम आपको सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो वर्क है हरजॉग, इसका डिटेल बताते हैं। Published in 1964, composed in large part of letters. ध्यान से सुनिएगा, published in 1964, composed in large part of letters from the protagonist, Moses E. Herzog. This novel is set in 1964 in the US, United States. and discusses about the middle life crisis of a Jewish man named Moses Herzog. And at the age of 47, he is just emerging from his second divorce. He has two children, one by each wife, who is growing up without his presence, and his career as a writer and as an academic has floundered. He is in a relationship with a vibrant woman, Ramona, but finds himself running away from commitments. Herzog's second marriage to the demanding, manipulative Madeleine has recently ended in a humiliating fashion. And while still actively married, Madeleine convinced Moses to move her and their daughter Junie to Chicago and to arrange for their best friends Valentine and Phoebe to move as well, securing a solid job for Valentine. However, the plans were all as Madeleine and Valentine were carrying on an affair behind Moses' back, and shortly after arriving in Chicago, Madeleine throws Herzog out, securing a restrained order against him and attempting to have him committed to an asylum. And this novel won the US National Book Award for Fiction and even the Prix International Award. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट नॉवेल है ये. Humboldt's Gift. This novel also won the 1976 Pulitzer Prize for fiction and contributed to Saul Bellows winning the Nobel Prize in Literature the same year. The theme is addressed through the contrasting careers of two writers. And the two writers are von Humboldt Fleischer and Charlie Citrine. ये दो नाम मैंने आपको बता दिया जिससे आपको याद रहे कि ये कैरेक्टर्स हैं. इसके डिटेल्स में हमें जाने की जरूरत बिल्कुल भी नहीं है और न ये पूछा जाएगा. बस केवल आपको दो लाइन बता दिया, ये नाम बता दिया. इट इज मोर देन एनफ. आपने कॉपी में लिख लिया, दैट इज ओके. एक नॉवेल का और नाम लिख लें जिसका नाम है द एक्चुअल. द एक्चुअल. The Actual. This novel, where the story centers on the lives of a group of passionate and anxious people living in Chicago. Harry Trellman, Harry Trellman, Harry Trellman has formed a friendship with a wealthy Sigmund, and Sigmund aims to bring Harry together with Harry's childhood स्वीट हार्ट, एमी वस्ट्रिन। बस इतने ज्यादा की आपको जरूरत नहीं है। कोई पूछ ले कि व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ सॉल बेलोज फाइनल नॉवेल, लास्ट नॉवेल, एंड लास्ट नॉवेल जिसका जो पब्लिश हुई थी 2000 में, उसका नाम क्या है? उस समय सॉल बेलो 85 ईयर्स का था। उसका नाम भी आप लिख लीजिए, रेवल स्टेन। यह भी पूछा गया है। फाइनल नॉवेल, when he was 85 years of age, and this received widespread critical acclaim. And it is a tale of a friendship between two university professors and the complications that animate their erotic and intellectual attachments in the face of impending death. तो बस इतना ध्यान रखिएगा, बाकी इसमें भी बहुत जरूरत नहीं है। तो मैंने आपको देखिए डैंगलिंग मैन बताया, द डैंगलिंग मैन, द एडवेंचर्स ऑफ ऑगी मार्च, सीज द डे, हर्जॉग, मिस्टर सैमलर्स प्लैनेट, हमबोल्ट्स गिफ्ट, द एक्चुअल एंड रेवलस्टीन। इससे ज्यादा की जरूरत आपको नहीं है। So this is the end of Canadian literature. What I have precipitated from the last so many years of teaching, वैसे तो Canadian literature में अभी भी more than 20-30 authors are left. वो left कहेंगे तो वो तो 100 भी हो सकते हैं, but I have never found questions to be asked away from this. In the entire duration of whatever I taught you in this Canadian literature, if you will do your homework sincerely, you can be commanding Canadian literature. This is my challenge. And कोई भी क्वेश्चन आ जाए, you can solve it. Rest, you have revised my lecture, you have made your notes, you have already studied my study material, and now whoever students are watching me here in this class, I would ask them today that हमें तो पता ही है हमें क्या पढ़ाना है, और आप क्या चाहते हैं कि मैं कल से क्या शुरू करूं, व्हाट शुड आई स्टार्ट। हम ये देखना चाहते हैं कि जितने लोग भी यहां सामने सुन रहे हैं वो क्या क्या ऑप्शंस देते हैं अपने। जस्ट विद इन 2 to 3 minutes आई एम गिविंग यू, जस्ट राइट इट डाउन all of you, that what you want from me to start tomorrow class. Just 2 minutes, write it down. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं नाम ले लेकर के आपको सबको बताऊंगा कि किसने क्या कहा है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, कथीजा, आपने यू हैव रिटन दैट यू हैव टेकन सम सैंपल क्लासेस ऑफ डॉक्टर देवव्रत मिश्रा. But those classes are only 20, 15, 20 minutes classes, and those are just sample lectures. It is actually nothing. It is, if those three classes are even mixed together, that will not become one class. So that is just awareness of how Dr. Devrat Mishra is teaching, and after going through those classes, the students, they join the paper one class, and I think 90% of the students of literature and other subjects, they have joined the paper one classes, though the booklets which are to be dispatched within a day or two, that is very important, that maximum students have yet not taken. So in spite that the students wish to take, you can do the needful. And yes, किसी ने कहा है कि सर ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर शुरू करिए, ऑस्ट्रेलियन. लेकिन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स ने कहा है कि सर हमको क्रैश कोर्स पढ़ाइए. देखिए, जहां तक है ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर की बात है, तो ये लिटरेचर्स में ना बहुत टाइम इसलिए नहीं लगाने की जरूरत है क्योंकि इनमें से क्वेश्चंस बहुत कम आते हैं. पता चला आपने कई कई महीनों तक पढ़ा और उसमें क्वेश्चन आएगा एक दो. और जो ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर है उसका प्रॉपर तरीके से, मैंने, आप स्टडी मटेरियल देखिएगा, उसमें न्यू लिटरेचर्स में जाइएगा तो ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर हमने बहुत अच्छे से लिखा हुआ है. और हम बीच में एक दो दिन ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर भी पढ़ा देंगे, मेरे उसमें पाइपलाइन में है. सो ठीक है. तो ये देख के तो ये लग रहा है, अभी तक जिन भी स्टूडेंट्स ने ये लिखा है उससे ये पता चलता है कि मुझे जो पढ़ाना है वो अब केवल लगभग मान के चलिए मैक्सिमम जो टाइम बचा है उसमें हम आपको कुछ चीजें अपने तरफ से हम पढ़ाएंगे जो मुझे पता है कि मुझे अभी पढ़ाना है. और क्रैश कोर्स भी हम शुरू कर देते हैं. क्रैश कोर्स इज नॉट एक्चुअली बी अ क्रैश टाइप, इट विल बी one liners also, and even some lectures also here and there, which I know what I have to teach. So do one thing, that now from today onwards, concentrate on my study material and my lectures so that you may be communicative and you may be answerable, you may be interactive with me. ध्यान रखिएगा कि अगर इस क्लास में आपने इंटरैक्ट नहीं किया तो हमारा मोराल जो है डाउन हो जाएगा और फिर हम लेक्चर पे फिर हम आ जाएंगे. क्योंकि क्रैश कोर्स में कम्युनिकेशन, टू वे इंटरैक्शन बहुत जरूरी है और वो तभी हो पाएगा जब आपको नॉलेज होगी. इसलिए नाउ काउंट डाउन स्टार्ट कर लीजिए, 1 2 3 पीछे से गिनती शुरू कर दीजिए और हमारे साथ एक एक्सटेम्पोर राउंड पे हम लोग शुरू कर देते हैं कल से. क्लियर? सो स्टूडेंट्स, हम लोग कल मिलते हैं विद अ न्यू एनर्जी, विद अ न्यू मोटिवेशन, and with something which will be new for you and will be very good for you too. Okay then? Any more questions? चलिए.